Do you feel stuck? Because I feel stuck. We're gonna be meal planning together because I just feel like I cannot get a grasp of the right things to eat, or I stress eat, or things like that. So we're gonna do this together today. It's been a while. And maybe that's why it's been a little cattywampus. But I was having a conversation with my husband, and as always, sometimes when we have these deep philosophical conversations, an aha moment comes that you go, like, that wasn't, like, you knew that, but you just needed someone to tell you, or you just needed to spitball it with somebody else. So there you go. So this week we're going to try some recipes that are kind of Mediterranean diet-esque. Not all of the meals, because one thing I also know is I don't want to overwhelm myself. I'm overwhelmed enough as it is. But I do want to start making some changes to be a little bit more in that Mediterranean diet type feel. Now, when I say diet, I want to be very clear here. I am not talking about like a plan or I'm doing this to lose weight. If I do lose weight, great. I'm thumbs up on that. But it's more of a healthy lifestyle. When I use the word diet, I mean what I eat every day, not a plan with a specific focus. I think that makes sense. You guys will figure it out. So I know that I need to get one of the breakfasts I want to make. There's two different ones. And I think I can do two different ones because one's going to be more for my husband. Cinnamon roll overnight oats, which sounds like super decadent, right? But he likes sweet oatmeal, so I got to make sure that that's there for him. And then I'm going to be doing savory Mediterranean breakfast bowls. So for that, I'm going to need mushrooms, spinach, tomato, and eggs. And I feel like I need one of these just to be like, maybe I'll take this guy out and we'll do, what's it called? I don't know. What's it called, Holly? Tell them. I think we'll do, like, fridge area, because I know that could be deli dairy, but I just think I need something different there. So let's put something different there. Are you too big? I think you're going to be too big, but I could cut you in half. Or I could use, let's do this. So this is a habit tracker freebie from Coffee Planner Mom. But I'm just going to cut off the box. And I know it wasn't, Holly. That makes sense. Do that. Then you're not wasting anything. It's all there. So I do a lot of my shopping at Aldi's. Love Aldi's. Aldi's is my favorite. I'm not ready to make my own hummus. I've researched it. I'm not there yet. Excuse me. And that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. So there's that. I'm trying to remember what else she had in there. I think she did get some pitas, so I might put that here. But that'll be a maybe. We'll think about it. I should be using my erasable pen. Mistakes were made. We'll switch to that. And then there was a chicken shawarma bowl. I probably misspelled it. And that used chicken thighs, boneless, skinless. still tomatoes. She used arugula, which I think would be fun. Gotta check on the onion situation, so. And I should check on the garlic situation too. So there's that. I might get red onion too. Regular red. There you go. So those are the two big things that I want to meal prep for this week. Dinners. This is the tricky one. I mean, I know I could technically make this for dinner and then have it for lunch. Maybe we do that. No, we're going to keep that there. So for dinners, I do need to get salmon. Maybe we'll do that on this night. And then we can do spaghetti another night. Like I said, it's not going to be a perfect thing. Let's do pasta on Tuesday because we have everything. I just need to get pasta sauce. Maybe I'll get a zucchini because I can add that to a lot of these things. Have you done Mediterranean diet before? Let me know in the comments. I would love to know some fun ideas that you have. The places I've been looking, I love eatingwell.com. I look there for a lot of recipes. And there are 2 YouTube channels. I'll link them in the description because off the top of my head, I can't remember them. But one is where I got these 2 recipes and just kind of learning more about what the Mediterranean diet actually looks like, which is important. That's important, you know. Wednesday's going to be a weird day, so I'm going to leave that blank for right now. We're going to think about that one. Probably just regular chicken here. So the chicken shawarma bowls, my guess will be here and here. Friday might be something else. I'll put the cinnamon roll overnight oats because I might try it. I also want to make sure I'm getting Greek yogurt. Now, everywhere I've been like researching, they say get the full fat Greek yogurt, and I get why, but I'm struggling. But I think I should try it. I think I should just do it because they're saying like, oh, it'll keep you fuller, longer. Get that. Walnuts. Go in, said Greek yogurt. Berries. Fruits of some sorts. I'll have to look at what's on sale this week. I do like to try and get in season or what's currently going. Now, this is regular stuff for like the whole family. Bagels. Bread. Like sandwich bread. Just to keep that on top. Coffee. Coffee creamer. So I think that's it for my current meal planning. I'll have to go sit down in the pantry area and be like, hey, we got to do a little bit more. Now, accountability buddies out there. I'm doing something that I didn't think I was going to do with y'all. And that is get out my intuitive eating journal. I have not kept up with this. This is one habit I just haven't done. So I'm going to fill it out with you. I did do some, and then there were some places where I was like, I'm really past this point. I don't need this particular thing. So I think where I want to actually start is chapter 5 with Challenge the Food Police. Okay. So, and this is basically putting yourself first in the way of like, you don't have to defend your food choices. Okay. Now, if you haven't seen what I've talked about with intuitive eating, I'll put some links in the description to like good spots. I listened to the book on Audible. There's podcasts about it, but basically it's just reattuning yourself with your body, because your body knows what to do. And they talk about how diet culture has really kind of skewed what happens with your eating habits. So let's take a look at this prompt together. Recall some of the times and places in your life where you've encountered the food police speaking diet culture language. And if you can, what was said? For example, comments about eliminating certain foods to benefit your health, or the obesity epidemic, or lose weight to get into your bikini. Where were those voices coming from? For example, social media, magazines, family members, friends, health professionals. What did they say? Note how old you were, where you were, and who was speaking. Okay, this goes down a very large rabbit hole here. So I would say, like, I don't always remember who said it, and I'm not sure I can write down the ages either, just because I feel like from early elementary through maybe 6th or 7th grade, so maybe 7th grade is kind of when I started hearing and internalizing. Health professionals, high school. I'm just jotting this part down first because I think it's easier to list this. Excuse me. Oh, what? My brain today, guys. Let's erase that. This is why we're using the friction pen. High school. I had something called acanthosis nigricans. I probably mispronounced it, but I used to know how to say it really well. And it's an endocrine problem where you have darkening of the skin. Usually like in your armpits, around your neck, things like that, where like creases are. And it was an endocrine problem, and that doctor was not very helpful and was just like, you know, just feed your kid, like telling my parents, just put her on a healthy diet. And they're like, well, do you got a diet sheet? No, just put her on a healthy diet. Okay, but like, are you going to give us guidance? She didn't. There was no guidance. There was zero, nothing to help us out. And it was frustrating for everybody involved. I felt bad for my mom and dad and me, everybody involved. It was not a fun time. I did not lose any weight, by the way, during this time. And the acanthosis nigricans did not go away during this time. I remember my parents, we switched to at the time it was Sara Lee bread, and it was super thin. It was like air. It wasn't fun. This part wasn't fun. And it didn't fix anything. We couldn't pursue anything because we just didn't have the knowledge or the help. And this was back in the late 90s, early 2000s. So just FYI for basis there. College. The girls in the dorm, we always nitpicked ourselves. We never really nitpicked each other. And what I mean by that is, like, we would always tell ourselves, like, we were very big negative self-talk people. And we didn't mean to be, like, we thought we were telling ourselves, like, oh, we need to work on this. It just wasn't helpful. At this point, I was having a lot of anxiety. And I had high cholesterol. So I was like on cholesterol medication. I'm not anymore. I'll probably be put back on it, to be quite honest, though, because I've gained quite a bit of weight. I know why I have. That's besides the point. I'm not really sure I remember what everybody said. These are just like things that are highlighting out to me. So let's go on to looking back at what you wrote and think about the feelings. What arose when you got the message from the... Oh, I forgot to put Weight Watchers. Let's put Dr. Friction Pen Holly. Okay. Ah, good gravy. So I went to the doctor one day. I'm out of college. I'm teaching. And I went for an upper respiratory infection. Like bad, gnarly. It was not good. And the first thing my doctor said to me was, you need to lose weight. Which made me cry, which was disgusting because I had an upper respiratory infection. It was the grossest doctor's appointment I've ever been a part of. But this is where Weight Watchers came into play. And I'm just using the WW not because that's what they call themselves now, just to abbreviate. And I love WW. I loved Weight Watchers when I first started it. And I think at the beginning it did teach me a lot. But now I don't do it because the program is not for me. And I'm okay with saying that. I'm not saying it's not for other people, but it's not for me. So looking back at what you just wrote, think about the feelings that rose. Oh, that doctor's appointment right there. I'll do a little arrow. Anxiety, frustration. Sadness. Feeling inept. Ooh. Like, it was the worst. Like, that was like a breaking point for me. Which, I mean, it did help me get into a healthier place. My blood work was good. All of those things. I just wish it could have happened in a different way. If that makes sense. All right. Several destructive inner voices tend to arise when we're trapped in diet culture. The internal food police, I'm very good at doing that. The nutrient informant, that's probably one of the reasons why I still stay out of the staff lounge, to be quite honest. Because whenever they start talking about going on a diet or, I don't like how I weigh, and it gets on my nerves. The diet rebel, the rebellious teen in you that acts out, that's been me lately. That goes against, acts out. Maybe I did eat a whole thing of Girl Scout cookies the other day. Maybe I did. That's that one. Over the next day or two, pay attention to your thoughts about food, eating, and dieting. Which of these voices have pervade your thoughts? Do you notice destructive and unsupported voices? So I'm going to mark these as A, B, and C. We're going to go ahead and write down C. Oh, man, my spelling today is just not there. I think it's because, like I said, in some of these videos this week, I am exhausted. This will probably be the last one I film for right now, and I'll come back to some others later. Good gravy. Nutrient informant. Staff lounge. We'll just put that there. They don't mean to. Like, everybody else is on their own personal journey. And I do remind myself that. But I also know that that's not good for me. So, I guess my goal will be for you guys to see if I filled more of this out next week. If you're interested, like I said, I'm going on this journey piece by piece. I'm not an expert by any means. But I'm working on it. I'm working on trying to get into a better healthy lifestyle and less of a reactive stress cycle, which is important. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more like this, or if you go, no, it's not for me, let me know that too. I'm okay with that. And I'll catch you all in the next one.